Sean here. Welcome back to another vlog. Today I'm going where I was going to go yesterday. I went to what? Savvy? S-A-V-Y? Is it Savvy? Svay? I don't know. It's a what? It's a temple. One I haven't been to before. So I'm, the other day I went to my friend Sam Nang. He has a store just up the street here. And I noticed the temple as I was walking by. I'm like, this is one I haven't been to. So I wanted to go and explore it, as I like to do. So I bring you guys along. Today is Sunday. You're watching this, so I figure it's a good day to hit up one of the religious areas. Ooh, okay. Bring you guys in here. So as I like to do, I like to take myself out, and it looks like it'd be closed. At least this door. Let's go back and check. Okay, so I'm at the other end. There was another gate there that was locked. And this one does not seem to have one, so. But this is going to be interesting already. I can see. I'm digging. Again, this one's a little bit off the beaten path, so I've never seen it or heard of it until the other day. So, but not like I'm a professional that knows everything about all of them. So I just respect and appreciate them. Man, that was gorgeous. I absolutely love stone once it's got a little bit of like the, the mold growing on it and stuff, the mold or the blackness or whatever you want to call it, age, fungus, could be anything. It's gorgeous. This adds a depth to it. And then you have the contrast with the brightly painted ones. It's beautiful. And you have the main temple here. It looks like they may be doing work. I'm not sure. Love it. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go here. So the gate that I initially walked up was just over here. Just behind here. Now this is a smaller property than some of the others that I've been to. And interestingly, it it's just gorgeous. I love it. Now it's about 3:30 in the afternoon, so not terribly early or late. I like to do late to mid-afternoon when I'm out. Get rid of the main chunk of the heat of the day. Now that is blocked. Let's see if there's anything here. There may not be much more. We may just have a walk and talk for the rest of the time. Again, I have no idea what to expect here. This is not as I've said, I don't know all the ins and outs of everything here, so I can just appreciate it and try not to get barked at by the temple dogs. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I get it. When I was coming here, it was telling me an entrance, and there is an entrance over here. I thought it was the other gate. I was in error. So, it's just me. So, there is much more. Ooh, I'm excited. Got more to look at now. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely doing some construction here. Interesting too is I came walking down the riverfront, and they didn't show any entrances coming in from the water, so I don't know if that is just the fault of Google or it's just a fact, but we'll find out. Yeah, so that's where I came in at, right over there, for perspective. You find the majority of the temples here are in a state of construction in one way, shape, or form. Yeah, you can see they're putting some decorative pieces around the edging. It's beautiful. I love to see how these things come together. So you can see, you got the like, almost looks like a vine type thing holding off the edges, and then you can see over here, it's in blue. I love the, I guess it would be sculpture and carving. I just really enjoy sculpture, always have. It's beautiful. Painting is lovely too, but yeah. Oh, there's someone that's working in there. I'm constantly amazed. Everything I see here. Yeah, there's gotta be. It's just so beautiful. It's just fine. Yeah, so when I said that this didn't seem to be a large property, I was full of it. This thing's way bigger than I thought, which is amazing. I love it. And there is a way in from the riverfront. Right there. I don't know. Google is drunk most days, so I just kind of take it with a grain of salt. Wow. Okay. This is way more impressive than I was led to believe at first coming in the back. That's gorgeous. Wow. It is hard to express the scope of this place. Wow. See what we got over here first, and then we'll kind of walk over the other side. Love how brightly they paint their statues here. It almost feels like when you go to like the child amusement parks. When I was a kid in Prince Edward Island, there was like an Aesop's Fable theme park. You kind of walk through a little path in the woods, and you stumble upon Goldilocks and all that kind of stuff. So, but they were always brightly painted too. Yeah. Temple dogs are doing the temple dog thing. I'm not coming up, don't you worry. I know what it is. Every time I come, the dogs don't like me. This is fine. I have nothing but love for them. They want to be angry, they can be. Yeah, it goes up to the other side there. And then here is the riverfront. And now the dilemma is, which side do I walk down? Well, I have a thing this evening at 4:30, so I got an hour to get to. Oh, I have a feeling I'm going to cross the water. We can make it. And the lad's fishing. Yeah, so here's the look from outside. Now, I have seen this when I've driven past, so I thought it was further down. That was me in error. Interesting. The difference is this guy in the stonework here. So some of it looks just like stone with the concrete, and then different colors of paint. I don't know if they're just trying to see what weather's better. It's beautiful either way. I think that's actually stone. Interesting, interesting, interesting. What a beautiful backdrop there. Oh, look at that. I think that's a thumbnail. Today has been a really, really good day. Saturdays are typically a housekeeping day. And my housekeeper it did stop by, but she was running late, which happens from time to time. You know, things get in the way. And she was excited to try some of the wine. And she said that, you know, she could have a glass of wine and sit and talk with me for a little bit. Or she would be able to, you know, do a partial clean type of thing. I was like, and I'm never in like any rush for anything. I was like, she said, go ahead, you know, enjoy a glass of wine. And then you come back, you know, later or next week, I don't care. And she said that she would come back today, this morning. Now Sunday's usually her day off, but she's been working more, picking up extra shifts and stuff to pay for courses and stuff for her kids, which I absolutely applaud. So came by this morning with breakfast for me. I thought was great. It was a pork and noodle soup type thing. Well, not really soup. It was noodles with pork and shrimp and all types of veggies and stuff. And then there was a sweetened fish sauce that you can put over top. And we added chilies and stuff to it. It was really good. I've had one before, but this one was really, really good. She was from a local lady. And it was nice. We sat and chatted, and she brought her daughter along. And she just kind of sat at the table, goofing on her phone, watching videos and whatnot, which is what children do. And it was just it was really nice. You know, I'm usually spend so much time by myself, which I don't mind, you know. I do that by choice. But it was just nice having some folks in the house and, you know, having conversations, laughing, and, you know, we ate, and then she went right to work and cleaned the apartment, and it was good. It was a really nice morning, and it was, the odd thing was, it was something that was completely foreign, something that I don't normally do, you know, have company over, or, you know, usually when she comes to clean, I'm always conscientious about, you know, giving her space to work and do her thing. So I usually tend to, you know, run away, go and see a movie or something. But, you know, this morning I was like, I'm not going to run. I'm just going to hang out. And I asked if it was okay if I stayed, and she goes, oh, yeah, yeah. You know, because again, I don't want to, you know, put any stress or pressure on her to, you know, because also she's trying to work, you know. So, but yeah, it was really nice. And so I just sat on the couch and played my video games on the PlayStation. Just had a nice morning. And then after they left, I farted around, cleaned up some computer stuff, and then I just sat on my couch with a book, and I read for a couple of hours. And it was just like the perfect morning and afternoon. It was just low key, no stress, no pressure, just being a person in the space. And I really want to cross here. Got to bear with me for a second. But you'll see what I see, and you'll be like, oh, I see what you're doing. Because, come on. If you saw that, would you not want to walk across and go, ooh, I've walked across it going the other way. I haven't walked across it going this way. But I dig it. I love this river. Love being down this end of it. Oh, usually you see me walking up and down the downtown side of it, but you know, coming over on this side is nice. It's a nice treat. And yes, some people will be happy to see that I am walking on the same side of the road, so I'm facing the traffic as it's coming at me, so I don't get clipped. Not like it makes a difference to me, but you know, just to appease the internet. Oh man. So yeah, it's been a good weekend. Nice and chilled and relaxed, and I got a few things planned for this upcoming week. Fingers crossed. I make soft plans. I don't make any definite plans. On the end of the month will be the end of my first 2 years in Cambodia, or sorry, in Southeast Asia. Most of it's been in Cambodia, but yeah, it's kind of weird to think that it's been 2 years since I left Canada. But I'll get into that next week. So I'm kind of like going, what? that was quick. But yeah, this is just exactly what I need. Nice, relaxing. Sunday, you know, I tend to be really busy and preoccupied with a whole bunch of stuff. And it's nice to just take a step back, you know, wondering why I put pressure on myself to do all this stuff. And I'm like, what are you getting out of it? Like, usually nothing. But this has been, you know, kind of slowing down the life and, you know, just taking stock of everything and seeing where I'm at, you know, what I'm looking for, you know, the reasons that I've moved over here versus, you know, how my perceptions of what life is going to be like here versus how it is. You know, there's always going to be some things are different and some things are not, and some things are way better. I'd say majority of it exceeds my expectations in general. But yeah, today was just like a nice introspective day. Freaking dog just walking down the road. Apparently doing the same thing I am on the same side of the road. Oh, getting a little bit of barky grumble. Oh, marking his place on the fire. Don't blame him. I would do the same if I had the need. Oh man. That's so cool. I'm actually thinking of picking myself up a bicycle. I have been jonesing. Hello. I've been jonesing for a bike ride again. I bought one when I first got here. I made a mistake of getting one with too small wheels. And it didn't work for me. I think I need a more of a full-size bike than a smaller bike. So, am I just getting followed by all the dogs? There's another one here. Kind of walked up behind me. I'm like, what the? Got nothing. So yeah, I think I'm going to go out and take a look at a couple. Honestly, what I'm really wanting to do, and I could probably just rent a bike to do it, is to bicycle up to Angkor Wat. I read an article the other day saying that bike tours or bicyclists to Angkor Wat is way up this year. And I'm like, there's trails and everything up there too. I'm like, wait, what? There's that part of me that's thinking like that's what I want to do to explore it. So I don't know. I don't quite know what I'm going to do yet. But obviously, if I get a bicycle, I'll let you guys know about it. I also like the slow pace. I love the moped. I love the motorcycle, whatever you want to call it. But oh, hello, beautiful flowers. Look at you. I get distracted easily. But yeah, I love the motorcycle. But majority of my life, I've been a cyclist or walking. So, and I think I felt some of my muscles that I'm used to having from bicycling have been getting less and less because I'm walking now. Don't like that. But it is what it is. But getting on a bike would be nice, you know. I've always thought that driving up to Angkor Wat would be beautiful on a bicycle. So I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will just go rent a bike, or I'll just say F it and just go buy one. I can pick up a bike here for like 30 or 50 bucks. So I don't need anything fancy. Nothing fancy at all. There's a bunch of cars, which the one thing drives me nuts. Oh, I love all the cars. Well, there's nowhere for them to park, right? So what can they do? But anyway, just makes it interesting when you're trying to walk. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today. I thought that was nice. Lovely temple, we walk. Nice slow pace today. Ah, Pollo, Casa de Pollo, right there. I looked online at their menu. I may not be going in. It's like $7, $8, $9 per meal. And I'm like, that's on the high end of my stuff. Mostly Western food too. I'm like, eh. So I'm like, I may or may not. So we'll see. But there's been people in there every time I walk by now. So, and I'm walking past it more frequently now. As you can tell, I've been exploring this section of town more and more. I think what it is like I walk the same areas all the time, and I don't mind it, but just want to get a, change of venue, a change of view. I find it like every 4 to 6 months I like to change things up, and where I'm at, there's so many locations that I can explore that are within like a 5-10 minute walk, so it's easy. Where I was before, it took me like 20-25 minutes to get anywhere other than where I was. So this is much better. Anyway, I think I will call it here and go and enjoy the remaining few minutes of my walk. Why not? Anyway, if you like the content, please feel free, like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, if you are still here and you are so inclined, I will post a link to another video over here. There. All right, see you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.